I am Tommy Sobik, and alongside me is,
Max Speedo.
and we're here at the LT West Fields for this edition of LT Soccer. The Lions come in ranked fifth in the state of Illinois right now, coming off a loss to OPRF. They lost 1-0, and the goal was given on a penalty kick. The Lions are looking to come back from that loss in this last regular season match before the playoffs against Argo. Max, what are you looking for today out of the Lions?
Well, I'm hoping right straight away for them to start holding possession because that's when they start playing the best, not when they're trying to play counterattacking and bypassing the midfield. When they hold it in the midfield and distribute the ball either side, that's when they play the best for me. So hopefully they'll accomplish that in today's game.
And since the Pepsi Showdown, the Lions are 2-2-1. Not the bounce back they were hoping for, but still ranked pretty high in the state. A lot of key injuries for this Lions team. 5 or 6 players out right now. They're returning captain Nick Economou off a knee injury, so we'll see him tonight. First game at home in a while. But a couple key injuries: Carlos Santoyo, Isaac Griffin, Diego Lopez, Aaron Onion. Those are just a few of the names.
And all those injuries are going to hurt LT a lot.
Oh, yeah. But we got a good lineup for you today. We see the junior Jake Funkhauser getting the start today at forward, and Argo's going to try to move the ball in. There's Alex Contreras now, number 10, setting the tone. Stenner with a beautiful pass. Misread there, and Argo is on the move. Stenner quick to put the pressure on. This one might go out for a corner.
And he just took the safe route there just to clear it out for the throw-in rather than concede the corner.
And you know the Lions, they're a comeback team. If they concede a goal early, they're renowned for coming back, and you know a 1 or 2 goal lead against this Lions team is not safe.
For
so
sure.
We'll see if Argo. It's a great kick there, and the ball just travels through the entire box, but an Argo player is there to pick it up. Dylan Jones on the coverage now. He's going to try to turn, but Dylan won't let that happen. And it will be an Argo throw-in. Number 10 showing for the ball. That is Matt Veer, the goalie, picks it up there. He's a sophomore, and he was on this team last year, so he's got a lot of experience. And, you know, for a sophomore, he's a pretty big kid.
Yeah, especially for a sophomore, he has a lot of experience, a lot of pedigree there.
So we'll see how he can kick against this wind.
We're definitely looking at a really good goalkeeper for years to come.
Oh, yeah. And it looks like it's going to be a foul on Argo, and it'll be a free kick for the Lions here. Just about 2 minutes into the game. Not a lot of offensive production for the Lions so far, as Thomas Stenner passes up to Dylan Jones, who tried to get a little too fancy there, and Argo's going to be on the attack now. Ball thrown over Stenner's head. Argo's going to look to make a turn here. But Dylan Jones on the defense there. Tap out.
Yep. And straight away here, Argo has had a lot of counterattacks and a lot of speed down that left-hand side.
And a soft shot there, an easy pickup for the goalie, Matt Veer, who's fighting against the wind this half. And Veer's just going to punt that one, a low punt. A great kick flick by Isaiah. And Contreras is going to get possession now, and he's going to use his body to muscle his way through the defenders. Ball to John Mazer. Back to Adrian. And Mazer's on the move. A great ball in.
No one was there to claim that one in the middle.
And just an absolute shove there as Dylan Jones gets pushed to the ground, and it's going to be a free kick for the Lions deep inside Argo territory.
And they would like to play quick.
And Jake Funkhauser with the shot that skies way over the goal, and it's going to be a goal kick for Argo.
It was a decent opportunity for him there. He had a wide open at the edge of the box, but he just put too much power on it.
And you know, the theory is if you take so many shots, one's bound to go in, so take as many as you want. And Contreras will control the ball there. Gets stolen by Argo. And Devin stops the play there. Gets a little shove, but he'll brush it off. There's Extum running the ball.
Great run.
Makes a good move.
Great run.
Just take the shot at this point. Oh, and it's going to hit the side netting. A great offensive drive there for Devin Extum, the junior defender.
Yeah, fantastic run there. Just couldn't get the final shot on target.
You know, a lot of people worried that his size might not be enough to play that defensive position, but he's been great. He's a quick thinker. He's fast. There's a lot that Devin Extum offers for this team.
He plays at a fast gear at all times.
And Argo will control the ball again, traveling down the length of the field through half, looking for someone to pass it to, and it's going to go off his shin down to number 20, who's marching past Stenner, but Stenner will put the play to a halt, and Contreras will get control of the ball. There's Argo gaining control again as Dylan Jones tries his best effort to save possession. So a throw in by Thomas Stenner gets it to Alex Contreras, finds Camilo Drobny in the center field, and the pass to Adrian Valdez. He won't get it there, just too strong of a pass by Drobny. Argo moving the ball back. Good clearance there, but Matt Veer's there to pick it up easily.
Not too troubled there, Matt Veer.
And Veer with a... He's been struggling with that punt today. He hasn't been getting in the air like he usually does, and Isaiah Nieves will pick up the ball. Great ball to Dylan Jones, but he won't get there in time.
And I think with Matt Veer, the wind is playing a big part in him, being unable to get the kick out far.
I think a lot of it is just in his head. You know, sometimes when people feel the wind, it's not a strong wind, but you just think, wow, I'm going to have to hit it a lot stronger, and sometimes that hurts you.
Yeah.
So this upcoming Wednesday, October 21st, the Lions will play their first playoff game against Whitney Young at Bennett Field here at Lions Township. The Lions are the 3 seed in the state tournament, and they are hosting their regionals, so we'll be giving them the best of luck there.
And it'll be a great atmosphere there at Bennett Field, first playoff game. Surely a lot of fans there.
Oh yeah, and you know, I'll be sure to bring our hooligans there.
The renowned hooligans.
Huh?
They played short off the corner, and here's Contreras.
It's a rocket of a shot, but not quite on target, and it's going to be a goal kick for Argo.
And I wonder there if Contreras wasn't just trying to maybe whip it into the far post there for one of the LT forwards to get the head on, but it ends up going out of bounds.
Well, this Argo goalie does have a lot of size to him. Much bigger than Matt Veer, but, you know, we've seen the Lions go up against several talented goalkeepers, and that doesn't seem to really faze them at all.
Yeah.
And there's Contreras again controlling the ball. And he'll play a ball to Adrian Valdez. Try to play one in the middle. Gets through, but...
Cleared off the line there by the Argo defender. Did well to clear it out there.
And at that point, a Lions player just has to be there to put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, one of the strikers has to jump on that, have a poacher's mentality, and be there to tap it in.
Now Argo on the move here, trying to get past Nick Economou. He will. And a great stop there by Camilo Drobny. And another thing about the Lions defense, center back and captain Nick Economou recently received the MVP award for the Pepsi Showdown, presented by U.S. goalkeeper Brad Guzan. Nick Economou has showed a lot of leadership and strength at that position, and it's great to finally see him get some recognition for that kind of performance.
And Brad Guzan isn't a bad man to give it to you.
Exactly. And here goes John Mazer running up the field. He's got a lot of space. Good for him to switch the field there. And there's Contreras, gets to Funkhauser, who will get it back to Contreras again. Plays a ball in there for Funkhauser.
Here's the shot.
And a good save there by Argo, and it's going to be a corner kick for this Lions offense.
Great save there by the goalkeeper. He made himself big and ended up playing it out for a corner.
10 minutes into this game, Still scoreless, but a lot of offense on both sides.
Yeah.
And the ball played to Contreras. He'll just dribble through the team, and a clearance by Argo. And Nick Economou is very well known for those throw-ins of his. He's got a lot of arm strength. And you'll see right here, Economou with a huge throw-in there. And it's going to be cleared again by Argo.
And that's another very good chance for LT. If someone was just there to get the header on it, that would have been an easy finish. Here's Argo on the counter.
You know, they can get past as many defenders as they want, but there's always going to be another one there. A great save by Matt Veer. And a good throw, too, and he's going to have Adrian running down the length of the field. He's got a lot of space and a lot of speed. Jake Funkhauser calling for it. John Mazer with the ball. Gets it back to Valdez, and Mazer will fall to the ground there. Not sure if he tripped or seems to be holding that arm and limping. You know, this Argo team is playing pretty aggressive right now.
Definitely.
The refs just letting them play at this point.
Yeah, and there's another great slide tackle there by Economou.
And that's what he does. He takes matters in his own hands, and he just does what needs to be done. That's just great soccer.
True stabilizing presence for the LT back line.
And Economou will have to fix that shin guard that fell off on the initial stop. And looks like it's Mazer, and it's going to be a foul. You know, Mazer just looks so tired. It looks like something's bothering him, but you know, he's a strong kid. He's one of the captains of this team. He's been a leader all season long, so I don't see anything that could be in his way.
Yeah, he's not the first person to quit and get off the field with a little knock.
And Dylan Jones just uses the Argo player like a jungle gym there and manages to get the ball. And kicked out by Argo on the initial pass by Funkhauser. It'll be a Lions Township throw-in. Just about 28 minutes to go in this first half. Score 0-0. And it looks like we're going to have some substitutions for the Lions coming in. And Contreras will have the ball. He'll play it in.
Ball.
And a good pickup there by the Argo goalkeeper. And a vicious punt.
And that was a tantalizing ball there from Contreras.
Yeah. I mean, you can't ask for something better than that. It's just the goalie's.
The goalie was equal to it there. And here's Argo on the counter.
And they've got open space and a shot.
And it's in.
And it's in the back of the net. 1-0 Argo off a
Seemingly
floater.
nothing.
Yeah, seemingly a cross at first glance, but it just
It
hit the
just
side
floated.
netting.
It floated and it just nestled in the top corner there. Definitely not something you'd expect to see there.
No, and as of late, this Lions team has really been struggling. So we're going to look for some changes, hopefully, or, you know, a little more excitement out of this team. And the parents are trying to get the players really into it. And John Mazer will turn around. He won't have, a good move there. Try to get past Argo. Give and go there, opportunity. Carlos Molina into the game, along with Charlie Hall. And there's Poe. Get back to Nick Darris. He's got a lot of time. Finds Mazer, who finds Carlos Molina. Open space.
Here's a chance.
And saved there. Great save by Argo's goalkeeper.
Two very good chances there, and Argo's just looking to clear it out now.
And a good clearance there, but Nick Darris is still on it, and a foul called. It's going to be Lions ball here as Hall passes to Molina, back to Hall. And Nick Darris now.
And if LT want wants to look to get back into this game, they're going to have to capitalize on those chances.
And Hall will look to pass the defender. He will. A great ball in. Isaiah with the shot, and easy pickup there.
Yep, straight at the goalie there, but decent spell for the Lions right after that goal.
And a good punt there, but it will be. Oh, and Molina's down. You know, you don't want to see this for the Lions team right now, and
so many injuries for them, and you just see another one right here.
I don't know how many more injuries this Lions team can really take. They're limited to 3 subs at this point. You know,
It looks pretty serious right here.
But we're gonna focus our attention somewhere else at this point in time. You know, the goal that was conceded, not your average goal. You don't see a lot of those kind of shots. The floater basically off the foot into the side netting. It looked like a potential cross. And then you see Molina get up on his own feet.
Good sight to see there.
And he's going to slowly limp off the field with help, and the parents will applaud him.
But again, with that cross, and with that goal, I think it was a cross. I think he was meaning it to be a cross, but it just ended up coming off a foot in a certain way that it just sort of curled into the top corner.
So it's going to be Argo ball here. 26 minutes left in the first half. And the throw in there by Argo. Devin Exton clears, but it's going to be another throw in for Argo here. And Dylan Jones, the man on the move right now. Charlie Hall with the pass to no. Oh, Mazer will pick that one up and keep running with it. Pass to Poe. He'll get it to Hall, who, mind you, had the game-winning assist in the Pepsi Showdown. And there's Mazer. Dylan Jones. And a great save there by Argo.
Another fantastic save by the keeper. He's doing all he can to keep Lions off the score sheet here. But again, a very good chance for LT. It's certainly looking up for them here.
So they have a corner kick here. And a really high one there. Dylan Jones. Oh, looks like it hit the post there. But a great attempt. You gotta applaud Dylan.
You gotta applaud the effort there. Certainly chance after chance so far in the past 5 minutes has been coming for LT, but they'll just be looking to capitalize and get that finishing touch.
And Jones will play it to Exton, but it will get stolen there. And here goes Argo on the move. Great stop by Darius. Dylan Jones gets to Mazer. Mazer will be on the move here. He's got a lot of space. And a great pass to Poe, who will get it down to Alec Gilchrist. Good cross in the middle. Good clearance by Argo there, and Charlie Hall's back on the ball. Hall will get it through, but Argo will pick it up first. Nick Darris, a great first touch there. Oh, and Dylan Jones just gets leveled there. He's still on the ground.
And the referee elected to not call that a penalty. Questionable decision there for sure. But there's no way around it here. It's been all LT in the past 10 minutes since that goal.
That it has. And cross in there and easily picked up by the keeper.
He's been a busy man so far this afternoon. the Argo goalie.
And Argo will control possession here, and Thomas Stenner clear the ball. And looks like it's going to be a foul on Argo. Free kick for Lions. And Nieves will pass to Stenner. And the ball gets stolen there by Argo, and a great slide there, but Gilchrist now has possession, running up the length of the field. Gets it to Mazer. Mazer gets all the way to the side to Poe. Poe looking for space. Tries to put it across, but can't get his foot on it. And it's going to be a Lions throw-in now.
He just didn't get enough power on that cross, but it's a good sign. They're getting a lot of space so far in Argo's half of the pitch, and he just has to get more power on that, and it'll be an effective cross.
And Economy with a good throw in there, but will be cleared by Argo. And it will be all the way back in Lions territory. Thomas Stenner gets to Nick Economo, excuse me. Economo will put the ball up for Mazer, but the keeper will be there first. And Darius gets to Nieves, who gets the ball up to Jones. Gets it back to Mazer. We'll try to go, but will be out of bounds on Argo. A throw in for the Lions. Charlie Hall has the space. Get it to Dylan Jones. And Mazer will get it to Hall, who's got some space to work with, but it's going to be cleared again by Argo. And now they've got numbers and they've got speed too. A great through ball, but looks like Devin will get there first. That's great defense by Devin next to him there. And here goes Dylan Jones. A lot of momentum with this Lions offense right now. A give and go. And Jones just trips on his own shoes there. And a mag there by Isaiah Nieves.
Put it right through his legs.
And here goes Mazer moving up. Finds Nieves. And the shot deflected there by Argo. And the Lions really just can't catch any breaks right now.
That's true, but they're certainly on the front foot.
That's true. And they're going to call offsides there on the Lions. So it's going to be a free kick for Argo. And a great header there by Nick Darius. And the wind starting to pick up. Darius getting just shoved right now, and he'll play the ball to Charlie Hall. And Hall will take the space and he'll work with it. Gets it to Nieves, center of the field. Finds Mazer. Oh, and Mazer's going to break an ankle there. Defender's ankles, not his own. Now Hall, the man with the ball, gets poked out, but into the feet of Nick Darius. Back to Charlie Hall. Finds Dylan Jones. He'll take the space. Jones on the attack now. And cleared again by Argo, but Hall will go in. You know, Argo's doing a great job playing perimeter defense right now, and any shot that the Lions are trying to put towards either gets deflected or completely blocked. And there's Nieves. He'll try to take a shot there, and there you go. Another example, another deflection.
And Argo's certainly having a lot of trouble clearing it off their lines right now. Each time they try to clear it, it just comes right back out to LT, and they continue on the same path with possession.
That's very true. And here's a corner into the wind. Oh, just left. And coming into the game for the Lions is number 10, Alex Contreras. You know, he's got a really powerful shot, so we'll see how that goes for him. And If he can get the Lions onto the board, that'd be huge. But right now they're down 1-0 to Argo.
And he's one man you'd expect to do it.
And Contreras immediately will have possession. Extum gets it to Jones. Jones back to Contreras. Passing a little triangle, and he's going to get the ball taken away from him. And somewhat of a shot. And Veer's going to easily be able to pick that one up.
The goalkeepers on either side have to take into account the wind here, because it seems like the ball seems to be like dipping and swerving in every shot.
Oh, yeah. It's a really windy day here. And then Poe's going to take the field. Gets it to Gilchrist. And it's going to go over the goal for a goal kick.
Argo will be looking to hold on to in the last 16 or so minutes here.
The first half. The wind is really starting to pick up. And it's going to be a foul there on Argo, so it's going to be a free kick for the Lions.
And you hear Matt Fear there saying, telling the players, reminding them to play the wind, taking into account what's going to happen with it on this free kick.
Oh, yeah.
Contreras and Nieves stand over this one.
And an easy save there by the goalkeeper. And a foul there on Argo as Exum goes flying. And Argo will try to move the ball there, but taken by Contreras in a lot of space. He's got a man on the sideline. We'll play it in the middle. That seems to be the Lions' problem today, is just playing the ball in the middle a little too much. And it's going to be a clearance by Argo. And Argo continues to move the ball downfield. And a shot and saved by Matt Veer. He's made a lot of good saves today for this Lions team.
And you have to say there was absolutely nothing he could do on the goal.
No. There was no way of telling where that ball was going to go, and that ball just gets taken by the wind. And a throw in there. Hall will get it to Mazer, who will take the space and find Hall again. And a slide tackle there. And Argo on the move right now. Good pass there and a good ball. Argo moving the ball very quickly at this point, and a cross in, but no one is there to capitalize. You know, that's a great cross, but when you have no one in the box to put it in the back of the net, it's really worth nothing.
Yeah, and it just harmlessly sails out for the goal kick.
So just about 13 minutes to go in this first half, as you hear the parents motivating their team.
They need it right now.
Oh, yeah.
They're having a lot of trouble finishing. And Argo has been deceivingly good on the counterattack.
And great head flick by Economou back to Veer. And Matt Veer looking for somewhere to play the ball. great kick there and a great head flick by Funkhauser. And Hall will play the ball right now, gets back to Funkhauser, who will look to move the ball forward. He will, but it'll be deflected. Then again, and deflected 3 times. And it's going to be a throw-in for Argo. And Hall out of bounds. It's going to be another throw-in for the Lions here. And Valdez will play it in the middle, but it'll be kicked out back by Argo again. And a great through ball into the corner. Adrian moving the ball rather well, and it's saved by Argo. Then Funkhauser will call for a foul, but won't get it. Contreras now controlling possession. Get it taken away, and he'll try to slide. And Argo on the move again.
Stenner does well to cut it out there.
And the wind is really picking up. And the Lions trying to move. Extum controlling possession. Gets it to Jones on the sideline. And Extum with the throw in. Finds Mazer, but flicked back into the feet of Argo, and Stenner with a great play on the ball there finds Extum, and he'll get it back to Contreras. And Contreras will find Mazer. Back to Nieves. And Nieves looking for any option at this point. The ball is just on the line. Nick Darris will take control of it. And it's going to be cleared again by Argo. Just about 10 minutes to go in this first half. Max, what do the Lions have to do to get an equalizer goal in this sort of situation?
Well, I think it's simple here. I think they just need to have that finishing touch, the last bit of class to put the ball in the back of the net. Because they've gotten their chances, but they haven't had that finishing touch to equalize here.
Very well said. And there goes Extum. And it's just going to be easy for Nick Economy. He's got a lot of time and a lot of space. And a shot by Mazer on the ground and an easy save.
Right at the goalkeeper there, but again, another good chance for them.
Come on, LT! Take it back home!
And a heel flick attempted, but stopped by Isaiah. And Mazer will now and now the wind is really howling here. It's picking up more and more as the game progresses as Drobny finds Isaiah. Isaiah moving with the ball now, trying to get the offense going. Finds Nick Darris. And back into the feet of Argo with a clear. Contreras picks it up. And another clear. You know, Argo's really not playing the better game right now. They're just clearing the ball. They're playing sort of bunker style game where you score a goal and then kick the ball away until the end of the game.
Yeah, they're just hunkering down here. They're just parking the bus, having almost everyone behind the ball, and just defending.
And that could really hurt your team. That's not really a great method. Italy uses it a lot in international play, and a lot of teams really dislike them for it. So I could see this game getting a lot more physical if the Lions start to get frustrated.
Just trying to break down the Argo defense, which they haven't been able to so far.
And this is their offense, basically. 2 players sprinting down the length of the field, and it worked for them one time, but I feel like that's the style of game that they're accustomed to playing.
And that's what they're going for here. I mean, they're underdogs against this LT team, I would say, and when they do get the goal, there's nothing that's stopping them from just sitting back and playing defense.
And Argo will have possession here. And there's the throw, returned by Nieves. And a great display of passing by Argo right now, completing almost every pass, except for that one, as Contreras takes possession. Drobny gets it to Funkhauser, but it will be deflected back to Nieves, who turn around, get it to Jones. Jones gets to Mazer, and Jones now running. He's going to try to cross it in, and it's going to be deflected by Argo. Argo on the move again. And before this season, LT hadn't lost a game in 5 years. And this season they lost to Downers Grove North 2-0 at home. But, losing 2 in a year, potentially to maybe Argo, if things don't turn out, that'd be devastating. This is a team that's feared on these West Fields, but as of late, it's kind of like a change in powers almost. You don't like to see that. You want to see, the fans here want to see an easy win, a confidence. But lately they haven't really been seeing that out of this team, as LT's going to try everything in their power to take the lead. Darius has a lot of space, gets it to Funkhauser. Funkhauser takes the shot, and it's wide.
Just wide there.
Just wide. 5 minutes to go in this first half.
Again, the finishing touch there is just not good enough for LT to get that equalizing goal. And certainly, I think there's been a power shift here. People aren't as scared of Lions when they come here. I think they go out there and try to play like they can beat them and believe that they can beat them, which I don't think they used to.
And I mean, every team should still fear LT. They're a perennial, an annual team that's 5th, top 5, top 10 in state. Right now they're sitting at 5th with a couple losses that could easily have been wins. And, I feel like the only reason for concern is the injuries. If this team isn't healthy by playoff time, it could be pretty scary playoffs for this Lions team.
Yeah, the reality is without those 5 players or 6 players that they have injured, they just haven't been nearly as good.
Yeah, they don't really have a variety, and Ekikonom was going to use the sweeper method to get that ball out. About 4 minutes here, and they just can't get anything past this Argo team. And Argo's on the move, and the shot really wide there. I don't know why he didn't take the space. Shot it from about 10 yards outside the box. It's a pretty vicious attempt.
It'd have to be a really good shot there to beat Matt Vera, goalie of his quality.
And in this win, that's not going to happen, Max.
Yeah.
And Argo will take control again. Ball played, and Extum's going to have to make a decision here. And it's going to be, looks like a little shoving or pulling of the jersey on Argo. Economou. Pass to Extum. Start to dribble. And Extum still has the ball. And it's going to be an Argo throw-in with about 2.5 minutes to go. And a foul called on LT.
I didn't really see one there.
I didn't see one there either.
It looked like if there was a foul, it would have been on Argo for
Yeah.
taking Extum, but
And the free kick, a high and towering one.
and a good one. Very good one.
Go!
But Economou's there to get it out.
Go!
And LT will be looking to counterattack here.
And here goes Contreras on the move. And Nieves will pass to Jones.
So a nice show of physicality there from Jones.
Oh, you gotta love that. Funkhauser will play it in. Oh. And that one is just over by Nick Darris as the Argo keeper is down.
And
With
that will be a
about-
huge loss for Argo if they lose their goalkeeper. He's been such a big figure in this game, such a good player.
Oh yeah, he's been great today. There's nothing you can say bad about him.
And again, you hate to see an injury like this.
So Max, looks like the Lions are gonna have to wait for the second half for a big opportunity to score. What have you liked out of the Lions so far?
Well, you know, I've certainly liked how they've held on to possession. They've had a couple spells where they held on to it for quite a long time, and they've been creating a lot of opportunities, but they just haven't had, again, that finishing touch to get the goal in the back of the net and equalize it. But I think if you take away the goal and delete it and show someone this whole first half, they'd certainly say that Lions have been the better team so far.
Oh, easily. I mean, you take away that goal, that's a fluke goal. You don't see goals like that. And the goalie's gonna have to leave the game here. And it looks like Argo doesn't have a backup goalie. So they're just gonna send in a player in a goalie jersey to make it happen, which could prove very beneficial for this Lions team.
Yeah, again, you saw the Argo goalie making numerous fantastic saves against LT. He's the only reason they're not on the score sheet just yet. So,
And now you send in a field player to play goalie, and you could start shooting from anywhere.
it's definitely a welcome sight for another goalkeeper for
Oh,
this
yeah.
Lions side. They've been unable to beat him. They've been really stymied by him. So,
And we'll get to see his goal kick now. Probably the first time he's had a goal kick in a while.
yep.
Not bad for a first goal kick. And Darris will play it. It's going to be interesting to see how in the second half this Lions team responds to the new goalie if the starter is unable to return. And I think if you're the Lions, you start taking a lot of shots here.
Yeah,
You start firing at all cylinders because it's an inexperienced goalie. And the ball will get played to Funkhauser. If he can beat it there, he will. But it's going to be a goal kick. He
the
did not
touch
get there in
just
time.
let Funkhauser down there. He just played it outside for the goal kick. But they'll be looking to get a lot more shots on frame. But here you see the Argo starting goalkeeper comes back out. And I'm sure there's a lot of relief for the backup there. And certainly no relief for the LT players that the starter comes back on.
Go on back! Go!
And another clearance by Argo. It's just, as the clock winds down to 5 seconds, that will conclude the first half. Argo leads it 1-0 over LT. We'll be back with more second half action. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to this edition of LT Soccer. I'm Tommy Sopik, and alongside me is,
Max Beadle.
and it was a tough first half for the Lions, going down 1-0 early in this game to Argo. The Lions will look back to come back for a win. They've been down 1-0 a lot before. And one specific event I can recall being down 1-0, the Pepsi Showdown final, the Lions went down 1-0 to Libertyville and rallied back to win the game in penalties. So we'll see if the Lions can do it this time.
And of course, the team will be hoping for that result, especially the coach. Going into the playoffs, they want to go in with good momentum. They want to go in on a good note. Certainly don't want to have a disappointing loss here.
And here go the Lions right out of the gates. John Mazer. And Argo immediately steals the ball, and they're already on the attack, but a great defensive job there by the Lions gives them possession. And there's Mazer, gets it to Contreras. Contreras finds Drobny. Drobny looking for an open option, find Jones, but the pass is very well perceived by Argo and intercepted. Foreshadowed, that's the word. And Drobny again, he's got a lot of space. Still taking more space, thinks about a shot, and a good shot there by Drobny. But it
Lots
lands.
of power there.
Oh, it's a powerful shot, and it lands right in the hands of the keeper. Not the shot that the Lions were looking for, but a good start, and the ball won't even roll in the air there. That wind is just pushing it the opposite direction. And now it's a foot race. Extum's going to win it and tap it out of bounds.
And Exton won't lose too many of those foot races.
Oh, no. It's just too quick. So here go the Lions. And that's a good clearance by Adrian. And another clearance there by Argo, but Isaiah is there to get the ball, and he'll march into territory. He's got a lot of people running into the box and puts it right into the hands of the keeper. He had an open Drobny in the back of the post, so I didn't know what he was thinking there.
He had Funkhauser open as well there. Disappointing end to a good run.
That is true. And Funkhauser right now gets to Drobny. Drobny will find Mazer. And Isaiah with the shot. And it's off the hands of the keeper.
Good accuracy there from Drobny. He was going to the far corner, but not enough power there to beat the keeper, especially the keeper of the Argos. Keeper quality.
Oh, yeah. And waiting for the corner. Isaiah gets it to Contreras, but the pass is stolen. Now it's just a foot race, and it's a foul there on Contreras.
That was a smart move there from Contreras. He elected to not let the counterattack keep going, and he had to just stop it where it stood.
Oh, yeah. And so it's going to be a free kick here for Argo with just about 36 minutes to go in the second half. Your score 1-0 for Argo. And the free kick there is short, but taken. And it's going to be Argo possession right now into Lions territory. And they're going to call another foul there. So it's going to be a free kick for Argo.
It's hard to imagine this free kick going anywhere with the wind. It's pushing right into it. But we'll see.
And it's a high one.
And it did, and it was a good chance for Argo there.
It looks like it's going to be a foul on Argo.
Number 13 there trying some acrobatics. It looked good, but it didn't come off for him.
It's a good bike if you ask me, but it's a foul nonetheless. And Economu will get it to Isaiah. who finds Mazer in a lot of open space. He's got Dylan Jones opposite side of the field, and he'll find him.
Trickles behind him, though.
And there's Jones now. And it's going to be a corner for Lions. So it's going to be Isaiah and Alex. We might see the short pass, or we'll see a play into the center.
Looks like they will be putting it into the center here.
And just a little, just too much, you know.
Yeah.
Substitution for Argo now.
And that cross there was too far away from the box, too far away from the goalkeeper. It wasn't in a position for any LT player to capitalize it, which is at the end of the day what you want to accomplish with the corner kick.
And, you know, the Lions, we brought it up before. This team has really been struggling as of late. I don't know what's going on, but it's the same team. We've talked about the injuries, but that's no excuse to lose so many games. And
Yeah,
Drobny's going to put a great ball in. And the parents will welcome that one as Camilla Drobny puts a free kick, not free kick, but he puts a ball in free kick style into the box, but it's going to be a little too much.
It was a good ball, but Funkhauser just couldn't get enough speed to get on the back of that one. But the reality with this LT team is they're not playing like a team that's ranked number 5 in the state.
No, that's very true. They're playing more of recreational soccer at this point. And a great ball there by Argo. And Stenner will kick it out in the deflection by Argo. It's going to be a throw-in. Thomas Stenner gets it to Dylan Jones. Jones will just muscle his way past. And now he's going to use that speed. He's going to put one in, but no one is there to pick it up. That's been a consistent problem today.
Yeah, they certainly have enough balls that are going into the box, but the strikers just haven't been able to capitalize on it.
No, it's just been hard to watch. And Argo now with their first true offensive possession we've seen in the second half. And a great ball there in the middle.
Fantastic ball there. And how heartbreaking would that have been for the first offensive possession of this half for Argo? With such a good cross, if someone capitalized it, that would have been 2-0 down for LT.
You really can't go down 2-0 in the second half like this.
And LT perhaps a bit lucky not to do so there.
And here go the Lions. John Mazer with the ball. And it will go to Drobny, who will just get destroyed in the box, but no call there.
You judge it to not be a foul, but frankly, I disagree with him there. I think there's too much contact there not to award a penalty.
And Drobny is clearly frustrated with the call there, as we all are. Funkhauser will get a foot on it, but that won't be enough. It's going to be Lions ball again. Jake Funkhauser running with it. He'll find Jones. And Jones will be running now, and it looked like it was in to me.
And it somehow just didn't end up in the back of the net there. I don't know how that happened. But there you see again, a dominant display from the goalie. He's
an
made
inch away.
He's made some absolutely fantastic saves there, and there's an example right there. Perhaps the best chance of the game so far for LT. Just couldn't get in the back of the net.
And it's going to be a throw-in now for the Lions. As the wind has calmed a little. I don't mean to jinx it, but you know, we're appreciating
Mother Nature.
And Poe gets it down to Isaiah. Isaiah will take the space. Still running with it. Advantage is being played. And Stenner puts a head on it, gets to Darius. And here goes Argo.
Good ball there, but center's equal to the task.
And Stenner will put a clear on it. So 29 minutes to go in this second half. Nick Darius trying to find any option he can. We'll get it to Charlie Hall. And Mazer. Isaiah gets it to Darius. Darius finds Poe. Poe taking the space. Finds Jones. Jones. And it's going to be a goal kick there. The ref's really not giving the Lions any sort of advantage today.
They've had a number of questionable calls there so far. Even in this half, they've had a number of questionable calls.
So it's going to be a free kick for the Lions.
Come on, LT! Act like you want to get one! Come on! Get in there!
And the ball is played into the box. The goalie will lose. Lose the ball there, and it's going to be a corner for the Lions. And I think I jinxed us because the wind is really picking up now.
I was just about to say that.
I'm like the Steve Bartman of LT soccer. And the ball will get punched out there by Argo. Back to Hall. And Gilchrist now.
Good run here from Gilchrist.
And, you know, the problem is they keep putting the ball into the hands of the goalie.
They get to the good positions on the touch line, but they can't produce a good cross, it seems like.
No. They just can't do it. And the throw. I think at some point you got to change it up. Maybe put make Economy at forward because he's got a lot of speed and a lot of power. So
yeah, something that they've distinctly lacked so far in this game. It's just a finishing touch. And perhaps the captain, a team leader like Economy would provide that.
And Darius will get it to Mazer, and there's Stenner. And a clearance by Economu. And Mazer's there. And it's going to be picked up by the keeper and punted directly out of bounds. And Darius will just... Dylan Jones now the man. Jones will get tripped up, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Lions. And it's starting to get pretty dark here. And the thing about the West Fields, there are no lights. So I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news.
But they might have trouble
Gilchrist,
seeing.
oh, and it's...
Off the post there from Gilchrist.
I thought it hit the goalie's hands, but
As did I.
I could be wrong. And Darius will get it to Isaiah. Isaiah will play it to Mazer. Mazer to Jones. But it will be cleared before Jones could do anything with it.
And the Argo player did fantastic to get back there and cut
Oh,
out
yeah.
the danger.
And a good throw in there. And over the goal. A lot of chances here for this Lions offense, but just unable to finish any of them at this point.
There have been a number of golden opportunities, but LT just looked unable to capitalize on any of them.
And here goes Mazer. And Darius will get it to Jones. There's Isaiah Nieves. We'll find Dylan Jones with the cross and cleared by Argo. An Economu there. Gets to Hall. Economu's calling for it. But just too much on that ball, and it's going to be out of bounds for a goal kick for Argo. You know, we've seen a lot of chances for this Lions offense with the ball on the goal line, picked up by the goalie. That was probably their closest chance. But this Lions team has just been controlling the entire game. If you had to put possession into account, it'd probably be 80-20 right now.
Yeah, and they'd be absolutely disheartened to not come up with at least a tie here. They're still 1-0 down with about 21 minutes left to go.
And the main thing is defending that home streak. I mean, they've lost once at home this year, which is just not like LT, but... And he gets taken down again.
Once again, a questionable call there from the ref, or lack of a call. Here's a good run from Hall.
Another absolute astounding chance for the Lions, and they just can't put it in the net.
Absolutely golden opportunity for Gilchrist there. He had to get, if he got any sort of contact with the ball, it would be nothing but a goal. but he's just unable to, and he just.
I mean,
frankly,
sorry to cut you off. Realistically, the score should be 4-0 for the Lions, but
that's just the way soccer works sometimes. And LT's just all over him here, but they just still can't get the goal.
and it's going to be a throw-in for Argo with 20 minutes to go. And Mazer now on the attack. Gets it to Darius. And here goes Argo. And Argo still and Mazer now moving the ball after just almost a break in the action there. And it's going to be out of bounds. LT ball for the throw-in. And here's the throw-in. Gilchrist finds Nieves. Hesitant to take a shot there. Get it back to Darius. And Darius takes a shot, but it's deflected, as we've seen many of their shots today. And then Isaiah finds Jones. And it's going to be a corner for the Lions with under 20 minutes to go. It's desperation time if they want to win the game.
And they'll have to be getting a goal really quickly if they'll have any chance of picking up all 3 points, picking up the win here.
And there's the cross in and picked up by the keeper. And Hall will take the space and find Contreras. And Contreras will find Mazer. And Mazer's shot will get deflected. Mazer will cut in. And the ball will be
rocketed out of the
cleared
field.
Onto the sophomore field. It's going to be a throw-in for the Lions now. And, you know, it's no excuse for the Lions, but when you have 6 of your starters injured, it
It's
just
always going to be really difficult to get a win.
And Alec Gilchrist, the one-timer, puts in the back of the net. Makes up for the missed opportunity, and it's 1-1 now.
Fantastic finish there from Gilchrist. You hear the fans going wild because it means so much to them that they're going to get the equalizer and they have a chance to win now.
And we're talking about those starters being hurt, 6 of them, but then Alec Gilchrist comes in, starts the game, and there you go, puts a goal in. I mean, you know, we've talked about several times, 6 starters hurt, 4 of them are offensive players. And the call is offsides there. And Drobny puts one just above the net there.
And right there, right off the opposing team's kickoff, they just had another great chance, LT did. And it looks like
Potential. Oh, it's a free kick. And you know the ref isn't going to call a penalty. He hasn't been giving the Lions much to work with today.
and you can see it's just outside of the box. It's a pretty decent angle.
It's about a hairline outside of the box. So could have easily been a penalty, but here goes Isaiah. And off the free kick, he puts it in the net. And we talked about it just like that. The Lions are a great comeback team, and being down 1-0, now up 2-1, with no lead is safe against LT. Isaiah Nieves just puts a free kick bottom corner. Nothing the goalie can do about that. Now this Argo fan base is just depleted. It is 2-1 for the Lions.
And you're looking at the Argo players, and they just absolutely cannot believe what's just happened. Within 2 minutes, they scored an equalizing goal and a goal to take the lead. And here they are again with another chance.
And there's another
goal.
Camilo Drobny puts one in the back of the net.
This is absolute madness here.
Now they're just playing with us. That whole first half, you saw nothing.
And there they are, just flicking a switch.
Something changed here, and the Lions now lead it 3-1 after being down 1-0 for almost an hour.
In the blink of an eye, they changed completely the complexion of this game. And the Argo players and fans have to be shocked right now.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I'm shocked.
It was very quick. So it's going to be a throw-in for Argo.
And as we said, the chances just keep coming. But just the last 3 goals, they finally capitalized on them.
So now it's a throw-in for the Lions. Oh, and Nieves just gets put down there. Good play here by Argo, moving the ball, but Drobny puts the pressure on Thomas Stenner. And here goes Drobny now. And a kind of move, good header on that one. Nick Daris in control.
And one thing LT doesn't want to do is to sit back and relax after taking the lead here. They want to keep on attacking, keep pushing forward, and make sure Argo gets no sniffs of the goal. Good cross there.
And Jones is there to save it with that blistering speed. And he's just going to get
Fantastic effort
shoved.
there.
So just about 13 minutes to go in this game here. Lions lead it 3-1. And it's going to be a throw-in. for the Lions. Substitutions being made. Into the game is Adrian and Funkhauser. Coming out of the game, Mazer, Dylan Jones. And another throw in for the Lions.
And the 3 goals there definitely shows why LT is ranked number 5 in the state. It shows the true class that they do have. And, you know, when they choose to and they work hard, they can be a great team, a fantastic team. And they just showed it here.
I mean, 3 goals in 3 minutes should really scare anyone.
Yeah.
That's just an absurd amount. If you're Argo, you're sitting there 1 minute thinking, wow, we can beat a top 5 team in state, and the next minute going, oh my, we're losing. I can't even imagine how that must feel. And Drobny will take it all the way to the sideline, and it's going to be an LT throw-in.
And Argo isn't a small foe. They're a pretty good team.
They only have a couple losses on the season, so they're not... Oh, and it's going to be an out-of-bounds there, and it's going to be a throw-in for Argo. And it's going to be a short one. Now it's going to be a Lions throw-in. A poor communication there by Argo. And they're going to try to clear it, but Poe will get there first. And Adrian now on the attack. Gets by a couple defenders and a fancy move there, and he's going to be putting it in for a cross, but no one will be there to put it in. And we've seen that be a problem for this Lions team the entire game.
Bar 3 minutes.
Yeah, except for those 3 minutes, the Lions offense has kind of been struggling today. It's really not like them. We saw them go for 6 goals a couple weeks ago against Proviso West, and a week or 2 ago against Revis, they put on 4. So, you know, we're pretty accustomed to seeing this Lions team score a lot. And it's going to be offsides there, called against the Lions. As the wind's starting to pick up again, and it's starting to get dark. I'm telling you, these Westfields need some lights.
Definitely, especially towards the later stages of the season. It'll get darker towards the end of the game, whereas, you know, in the summer, in the early part of the season, it'll stay bright pretty much throughout the game. But now in October, it gets dark pretty early.
Well, we're lucky this isn't a winter sport, or else we'd be playing games at 2 in the afternoon.
I'd have no objections, though, leaving class a bit early.
And Argo trying anything they can to get something on offense going. Nick Economy will put that attack to a halt. Gilchrist, who opened up the scoring, gets a ball to Funkhauser, who will just get rocked there. The Lions really can't afford to get too many more injuries. They have 4 substitutes right now available. As we saw Carlos Molina get hurt earlier in the game. But he seems to be on his feet and doing fine at this point. It's more of a physical style this year. Last year was more of a finesse, tactical style. This year it's a little more aggressive, a little more bodies. And Contreras looks like just lays out the stiff arm there, and that's going to be...
And there you see the face of aggressiveness, Contreras. He's so big, he uses his body so well to shield off defenders. And for a man of his size, he's got pretty good foot speed. He's pretty quick.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's not the smallest guy around, and he's got great foot skills, and he's got a really good acceleration speed.
He's a really classy player for this LT team, I would say.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, they've got a lot of youth on this team with Poe and Charlie Hall being sophomores.
And Matt Veer.
And Matt Veer being a sophomore. This Lions team is going to be pretty talented for a long time coming. And A lot of juniors as well. You've got Devin out there, defense. Isaiah's a junior. Jake's a junior. Dylan's a
is.
junior. This team, it's all around, just built to last. And that's how Lobato runs it. He's a great coach.
And I think a lot of coaches are too scared to give youth a chance and won't give them a chance until junior year. But you see Lobato bringing up, if he thinks they're talented enough, he'll bring them up. And
So
it pays off because they're perennial power.
something's working.
Get up there, LT! Get up there!
And it's going to be
Guys!
taken by Drobny, and there's Contreras. Shove there, but he'll still control possession, which is just
It's a trademark of his game, just using his strength. You know, when he gets it in the middle, hardly anyone can take him off the ball.
and there's Poe with a rip, but it's a little over the net there. It's going to be a goal kick now. 6 minutes to go in this game.
Certainly a good try.
Pretty good goal kick, but Gilchrist will be there. Followed by Hall. It's to Contreras out there. Back to Gilchrist. Onto the sideline. Gilchrist gets to Hall. Hall back to Contreras. Nice passing triangle, and it gets to Gilchrist, and he's got a guy on the ground. And the shot, and it's in the net. Alec Gilchrist with his second goal of the game. And it's now 4-1.
And
Lions
do you think
lead it.
anyone will be giving him grief for missing that chance now? I don't think so. He had a glorious opportunity earlier in the half, but he's more than made up for it in finishing he had two great finishes. And it's 4-1 here in the closing stages of the game.
And a good ball there played by Argo, but Veer's just going to call for it.
And even though they put up a goal, Veer's hardly been troubled the entire game.
It was a flaw of a goal. It wasn't, on any other day, that's not a goal.
Yeah. Such a windy day. The wind played such a big part in the game.
Exactly.
Especially in the first half. But I would say that the LT's finishing was worrisome in the first half, to say the least. But all those problems have been quelled now.
And the goal kick found the head of Drobny. Drobny will get it to Contreras. Contreras now moving with it, but will lose ball, and it's going to be Argo on the attack in desperation time, just like the Lions were at one point. But it's now 3-1. Excuse me, 4-1. So there's Devin Extum. And, yeah, we talked about it. He's not going to lose in a foot race. Gilchrist will be taken to the ground. And Argo is now on the attack. This could be maybe the first true test for Matt Veer, but no, it's wide left there. It's going to be a goal kick.
And there's no way around it here. LT surely has all 3 points picked up, and they're just dominant in the game right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think unless Argo can pull an LT and score 3 goals in 3 minutes, otherwise this game's over. You can never speak too soon. There's Veer. The great kick. Headed by Drobny, who will get there first. Alex will. Ooh, and a great move there by Contreras.
And he keeps going.
And it will go to Jake Funkhauser in the corner. And it's going to be a corner for the Lions. So with under 3 minutes to go, Lions will have a corner up 4-1. We'll see if they play the short pass. They will. Now Funkhauser gets to Contreras. Contreras looking for any options. He's got 3 guys on him trying to get it through him, but he can't. And now Argo is going to try to clear. Dylan Jones back into the game for the Lions. Drobny gets it to Valdez, who gets it back to Contreras. To Drobny, now they're just passing in a little triangle. It's always fun. And he will lose the ball. Now down to 2 minutes left in this game. It looks like the Lions have pretty much locked this one up after an amazing scoring display with about 4 goals in 10 minutes. I don't know if you could even call it 10 minutes.
Perhaps even less than that.
Yeah.
And that's something you don't see every day. They had enough chances to perhaps have like 7 or 8 goals even. But until this latter stage.
And Dylan Jones, puts one to the left. That one would have just been, I don't even know what you would explain that one to be. Or just a shot to their team right there.
Yeah. They would have kept piling it on as they did in the 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's just a no mercy shot. So a minute to go. And it's getting pretty dark.
It is, and it's getting pretty chilly as well.
I think this might be the latest game at Westfields we've had all year. Maybe we should invest in some lights because the street lights aren't cutting it.
Very true, very true.
So, Max, let's get your final thoughts on the game here. Just about a minute to go. Looks like the Lions locked this one up. What's your favorite part about this game?
Well, obviously, anyone's favorite part about this game was that 10-minute spurt that they scored 4 goals in, which is absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, it's great. You saw this Argo crowd go from all high and mighty and thinking that they were going to beat a top 5 team in state to questioning what happened.
Yeah, they're rightfully so, absolutely dejected at this second part of the second half. I mean, I think the score accurately and fairly represents the run of play here. I think LT dominated most of the game, had a lion's share of the chances, and in the end deserved it.
And that's going to do it from us here. I'm Tommy Sobek. Alongside me was
Max Beadle.
And thank you for tuning in. And stick around. We have playoff soccer and we have football this Friday. LT against OPRF. Thank you for listening.